All right. Daniel, what were you just doing? Mind showing me? I'll put the sound effect in, but for me it sounds hilarious. I don't know how it sounds for you guys. All right. Day 3 of my blog, or mine and Daniel's blog, I guess.
Day 3.
So, I can with almost total confidence say that today, although it was a good day, it was probably the worst out of the 3 days that we've already been here for me. So, call us prophets because we were right about the pain repercussing today, but it wasn't nearly as bad as we thought. I mean, there was a point where I couldn't walk, and now I'm feeling pain in my left arm for whatever reason. So that's that. We started out the day normal, devotional, breakfast, then
Another devotional.
then
Well, no. We did gospel study, and then we did another devotional.
and then and then more classes.
Well, we have lunch.
Lunch. He had musical program.
Yeah, so
more
I gotta eat first because I'm a cool kid.
more classes, which were actually better than yesterday. Same teachers, better lessons.
They were pretty good. I'm gonna say that they were pretty good.
So we remedied the chant / skit that we did the other day that I made a short of today, and well we oh my gosh, can't English, brain fart.
Okay. So we ate lunch. Afternoon classes. I had my practice, and I had my. Well, I didn't really have practice. I did do tryouts for the variety show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be a surprise. That's gonna be a surprise. I won't.
I am going to record your performance, and I'm going to put it at the end of the blog. For tomorrow.
Just upload it as its own video.
Yeah, I'm going to do that, but also put it at the end of the blog, just so
fair.
people already see it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Also, it's called content farming.
Content farming. No, I won't
farming off of content that you've already made.
No. Because we're farming our own content, so it's not really content farming.
Fair enough. Thank you for going to refill my water.
We had free time. We practiced some of our games. We did our chants, and we
did our chant. We remedied that to make it a little bit better, and we were all dressed the exact same, so it looked really
amazing.
Anyway, after that we went to game night, which was personally my least favorite part of the evening, because I was only able to do the chant with them. I enjoyed that, but it was a really active night, and by that time, it felt like my feet and calves were gonna explode underneath me. So I literally went. They had some bleachers set up in case people just couldn't handle it, and it was like me and 3 other guys, and one of my counselors.
Yeah.
Should we mention the intimidation tactics?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We scared. We scared the holy crap out of them.
Yeah,
they were scared. They were scared for their life. I could see it in their eyes. He might be over exaggerating it a little bit, but yes, intimidation tactics. We did. So on games night, our counselor apparently gets super competitive and decides that we are gonna win by intimidating everyone else. So our first intimidating tactic
was walking up to one group that was standing near us, and we went, here, I'll do the first part, you do the second part.
It was from High School Musical.
Yeah. What team?
Wildcats.
What team?
Wildcats.
What team?
Wildcats.
Wildcats?
Get your head in the game.
That's what we did. Only we screamed our lungs out when we did it.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have a sore throat by tomorrow.
Maybe.
Hopefully I'll still be able to do my performance.
Get your hopes up and hope you don't have it so.
Get your head in the game.
Yes. And then our second intimidation tactic was going over to the field and being the first group there. And then our third intimidation tactic was us just standing there. Would you mind demonstrating, please? I can't stand at the moment.
Oh, let me see.
Our counselor called this standing business.
Standing business.
Super intimidating, I know, right? But we just faced all the groups standing there like this as they walked in, and they talked to us. We just stood there. They tried to joke with us. We just stood there. They tried to intimidate us. We just stood there. It seems like kind of some sort of statement. I don't know what our counselor was trying to say, but it was actually kind of crazy.
You are brave, Sir Knight. Will you join me?
Exactly.
You make me sad.
That is exactly the vibe. If you don't know what he's talking about, go watch Monty Python. It's free on YouTube. Monty Python and the Holy Grail specifically.
I'm pretty sure you know it. It's the Black Knight scene. It's the
Tis but a scratch.
Tis but a scratch. Tis but a scratch. Tis but a scratch.
Absolutely amazing.
Best scene in Monty Python so far. Nothing can top it. I'm pretty sure everyone agrees. If you don't agree, hit it in the comments.
Are you sure it's not the French Wall?
No. I don't think so. It's got to be the Black Knight. It's either the Black Knight or the Witch Hunt. The Black Knight or the Witch Hunt.
Daniel, would you like to tell the audience what it was like for someone who had working legs?
You sound like you're a disabled person. But I mean,
the fully functioning legs.
We call your kind half-breed. We call your kind half-breed. Essentially.
Otherwise known as cripples. Anyway, continue.
Okay. Anyways, let's see. We play games like Everybody's It. Basically, one of the games is Everybody's It. Basically, what you have to do is you have to put your offhand. You have to put your offhand on your hip, and your elbow has to be out. If someone touches that with their dominant hand, then you're out. We had 2 rounds. One of them was where you could move your right arm around freely. The other one was where you had to put your elbow on your hip. And it has to stay on your hip, otherwise you're out.
That sounds absolutely stupid.
It's very fun. It's very funny and it's very challenging.
That sounds really fun. I am gonna rewatch. I'm gonna rewatch this vlog so I can get all these games, and I'm gonna play them with my siblings.
It's better if you have like a whole lot of people. Like if you have an entire party over at your place or at a campsite, like us. You need a lot of people to play that game.
Okay, good to know. Take that in mind and keep that in mind. If there are any large group campers out there, do it. Anyway,
it's really fun with jamborees. Actually, no. Scratch that. Everybody's It was the second game that we played. The first game that we played was called Pioneers. Basically, you have the announcers, you have the narrators. Basically, what they do is they call out these events like Sandstorm, where everybody has to get down. The last person to get down is out, or the last group to get down is out. there's a stampede, the announcer has to say stampede and point in a direction. The last person to start running in that direction is out. And then caravan. Caravan is where the announcer announces caravan and then announces some number where some amount of people have to get in line in sets of 2, and whoever doesn't do that gets out. And the group that doesn't have enough, or the group that has too much, gets out.
And like how does that work? Like if he said 3 people, how would it work?
Caravan 3 is basically you have 2 people in the front, 1 person in the back.
Okay. What about 5 people?
Caravan 5 is 2 people in front, 2 people in the middle, 1 person in the back.
Okay. What about 4 people?
4 people, 2 people in the front, 2 people in the back.
All right. Didn't they do up to like 6?
There was one time where they went up to 12.
12?
12. So
that's a sandwich. If you don't already know, a sandwich is the type of line we get in to go places. It's a really neat line that we managed to somehow keep together.
Yeah, amidst the chaos of the children, that is. We're allowed to call them children because, you see, we're adults. We're adults.
We are clearly mature adults.
We are clearly...
Very clearly mature adults.
Clearly mature and more able-minded than them. Anyways, there's one more. I'm trying to remember what that last one was. Campfire. Campfire, some amount of people. Those amount of people have to link arms and sit down in a ring. If there's too much or too little, then they're out. Or if there's people not linking arms, then they're out. That's a fun game as well. But you have to be able to hear. And then to make it more challenging, they make the groups mix together. They make them mingle together, so that way nobody knows what they're supposed to do.
No, so wait, they mixed companies?
Yeah, they had they just had everybody.
That's an FSY exclusive. I don't know if you can do that.
That is an FSY exclusive.
Come to FSY next year or the year after, depending on where you are.
If we're still doing FSY, we probably are still doing FSY.
Yes.
Yeah, but FSY is an amazing experience. We were going to play, what was it? Morduga, I guess, which is kind of like rock, paper, scissors, except you have these 2 groups. They have to jump towards each other, and if you face somebody, you have to play rock, paper, scissors against them. If you lose, you go to the back of your line. If you win, they have to go to the back of the line, and you can keep jumping towards their area. If you get into their area, you go back to the line, you get a point.
So, kind of a randomized rock, paper, scissors tournament?
Not really. Imagine, what was it? Imagine War, but I guess IRL.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. And then after that, the announcer decided that it was time to jam out to some music, do some line dances. The first one we did was I think waving flag, right?
I think I like when I get older,
I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like always.
Somebody call it that song because we don't know it.
I do.
Someone call it that song because
I
we don't know the name of it.
I do. I'm gonna put it over us as we sing it.
Okay. What was it? And then we did Vengabus. Vengabus was pretty fun.
Vengabus, yeah.
Vengabus was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I love it.
You want my sandwich? You can have my sandwich.
Look it up. Look it up. It's really, really fun. It's really
please,
fun. You have a lot of people.
Please, I beg of you, look up on YouTube, Vengabus. You want my sandwich? You can't have my sandwich. Dance exactly like that.
Yeah. Just a random thought, sarcasm. I think FSY was purely built for large groups. Sarcasm.
Gee, what gave you that idea?
Sarcasm. I wonder. Anyways, after that, we went back to our dorms, which is where we are right now.
I became a disabled child, and I am unable to move my legs at the moment. I'm currently moving around by pulling myself with the bars underneath my bed.
Yeah, there's a bar. There's like somewhere you can push yourself everywhere. So I'm pretty sure he should be able to get around.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah. Just as long as I stay in here.
Yeah. Anyways, after that, we watched the game. We had some pizza delivered.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We had pizza delivered, and this last piece is mine.
Go ahead, you can have that slice. But when you eat that slice, I will have the last slice. Uh-huh. Clever. See, this is what happens when you play a lot of chess. This is what happens when you're 1300 in chess.
This dude does everything. He plays chess and he does Rubik's Cubes.
Yeah,
he's a speed cuber.
I'm pretty not professionally. I'm an amateur.
I'm pretty sure his record for that Rubik's Cube specifically
24 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a pretty good hobby to get into.
Isaac, if you're watching this, you've got competition.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. If you want to enter a competition, you have to get at least 20 seconds personal best.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I think that's all that we got, really.
Yeah.
We're just
after pizza night. During pizza night, we watched a basketball game. No idea who won. We'll probably figure it out in the morning.
Boston's won.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah, they won I think they won a 70-something to 60. I don't know. Don't fact check me on that. But the Boston's absolutely destroyed the Spurs. Well, no, yeah. Boston absolutely destroyed the Spurs.
In here.
Huh?
Nothing. Anyway, that's it for today's blog. My mind blank. Bye.
Bye.